Hello everyone, it's Christy. I am back and I am excited. I want to start a new journal with you, and I apologize for not sharing with you the process. I tried the last two to get the process recorded and it just wasn't happening. I didn't have time and I had to get the books done. So, but we are starting a new journal. Now, this journal is inspired by Francesca at Junk Journal Joy. But I am going to be using I believe it's the April kit from Pink Monarch Prints. And I think it's going to be beautiful. Now, the difference is, okay, let me just clarify. If you've been around here for a while, you know I like to plan, I like to measure. I like to know what I'm doing ahead of time. I'm not kind of an anything goes. I'm not a fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl. But I love Francesca's, I guess I just want to say freeform style or whatever. Am I even recording or did I just turn it on? Yes, I am actually recording. Sorry guys, I gotta double check. Anyway, I love the end product of her journals, how they come out, and I want to try to get outside my box. So I'm going to go quickly through this collection. So I don't think there's a name other than April Kit. I don't know if she's named them, but if you join her club, I believe it's $8.99 or $11.99. I don't remember. I think it's $8.99 a month. I'll leave her link to her introduction to the kit so that you can see. And I think there was a coupon at one time for $3 off if you subscribed. And then I think you get the current month and the previous month. So you can still get the April kit if you sign up now and get the May kit. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'll leave her link below. And hopefully I'll get this journal done before the end of May. But it doesn't matter. All of Pink Monarch prints are gorgeous. I love working with them, and I pretty much buy everything that comes out. So anyway, I'm not getting paid to say that. Okay, I'm not on her design team or anything like that. I just love her design. So this journal that Francesca did, that I'm taking the inspiration from, was 5 signatures. I'm not going to do 5 signatures because I just want to do 3. I like 3. I like the size. I don't like the big fat. I like the way they look, but I don't like to hold them. Okay, so when I have a journal, I want it to be comfortable, so I'm doing 3 signatures. And well, let's flip through these papers first. And I have an extra page down here because I had to get a new printer again, guys. These printers are made to be disposable now. It was going to cost me $119 to get the part to fix it, and it was $129 for a new printer with 6 months of ink. You do the math, okay? It was cheaper just to buy a new printer. So anyway, I know landfills, I can only do so much. I have to have print. So, and I'm not mechanical, so I can't take apart printers and fix them. Used to be. Anyway, I have not done anything to the back sides of these. If I need to, I guess I could coffee dye, but I haven't done the coffee dyeing. I think this is going to be a no coffee dye, digitals, and no inking. We'll see how I do. Okay, we'll see. But that's my goal. And I have taken the background pages and I've printed out. These are going to be for the signatures. So I have printed these double-sided. These will be the actual journal pages. These will be used for something else, embellishments and such. So let me go through these and show you. These are beautiful French newspaper, it looks like, with the florals. Okay. Wonderful background. This, I can almost feel that this is, what do you call that? Wallpaper, flocked wallpaper. I love this grunginess here. Very cool. This one has polka dots and handwriting. And she does a lot of aging and grunging in her designs, so you know, I'm happy to let that speak for itself. This was printed with my old printer, so these are borderless, and my new printer leaves a little teeny tiny line on the bottom, but that's okay. It's better than nothing. This one looks like almost like a linen texture, and then we have the, I don't know, very wrinkled and grungy, very cool. Overall floral, almost a Art Nouveau vibe. I love the vintage documents. Those are cool. This one is like, I don't know if you can see that in there. It's like little tiny squares. This is kind of a seafoam green, olive kind of colors, with some blues and pinks, and of course this buff color. That's what it kind of reminds me of that old buff whiteout we used to use in my accounting days. You see this little tiny white line here on the bottom. I'm gonna have to trim that off of some of mine, because when and I don't know if it's the double-sided. This actually had caused a paper jam because I was printing them double-sided. This printer, the new one, is way faster than the old one, but I got one paper jam, and so I ended up with an extra one of these. But the only time I've noticed it not printing the full page, because you can see on one side there's no border, but when I do the double-sided printing, it has that little white line. You know, it has to catch onto something and pull it back in, so I guess I get it. I guess I'll give the printer a break, but I can trim that. It's only like a 1/16 of an inch too. So I printed these on 24-pound paper. These are on 110-pound Walmart cardstock. There's a ton of graphics here, guys, and I don't remember what they all are, because I know there's super simple, there's her regular ephemera kit, and you know, other items. So I hope I'm in screen where you can see everything. Kind of need to put a piece of tape to mark where I am. Oh, I love that. Very pretty. And I like that she leaves a nice little stroke outline so that the cutting is so much easier. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I would love to have that larger in my dining room. I have some roosters and cows and chickens in there, a lamb or two. These are pretty. So this says these are like layered pockets. And the wonderful thing about this is that she's doing tutorials on YouTube about how to put this stuff together. So that's fun too. Sometimes I like to just learn, and I love her collaging style. Collaging is something that I have to work at. I usually like it when it comes out, but I do second guess myself quite a bit when I'm doing it. And if I would just let it happen naturally and just layer things without thinking about it, I think, yeah, see, this is a layered pocket as well. I think it would be a lot more productive. I haven't done any collaging for a while. I need to do some master boards. These are smaller. Yeah, so she has, these could be used for mini envelopes, but I think she used them for something else. I don't remember. This is April's kit. Like I said, I'm a little behind. A whole page of tabs. Cool. Love that. Oh, these are pretty. Oh, those are pretty. I like those. How fun would these be in just like, well, I don't know. I would probably coffee dye that, but like even with these layered, and then just like put a hole in all the corners and make like a little ring booklet for, I don't know, for like a mini journal, like a one-time event or something. Folder, like the folders. But anyway, I thought this would look, this would do really well with this style of journal. It's kind of grungy, and look at all of that. Oh my goodness. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, all right, so these are all the papers that I have. I think there's like 20 something background. I know there's over 45 images between the backgrounds and the ephemera. Lots of goodies for $8.99. Pretty sure it's $8.99. So I'm going to start with these and knock everything down. And we are going to do something also different than I do. You know how I always make my cover first, because as I'm working, I like to stick it in the cover. I like to look at it. We're doing the cover last. So, you know what? I think I'm going to trim off this little piece first. Like I said, it's just, I think it's less than 1/8 of an inch, but I can see that this one is slightly crooked, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to go right up to that edge and just trim that off. And I'll just go ahead and do that and be back. As you can see, I need a new cutting blade, and I'm having a really hard time finding the cutting blade that actually goes with this cutter. I'm using this one, but this doesn't actually go with this, and it says triple track, but yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Alright, so one last paper. If I do it halfway and come down, it likes to eat the edge of the paper. And maybe I just need to clean in here a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes paper fibers. And I've been using this for 24 years, guys. It's my tried and true. I tried buying one like Gail Agostinelli had, and I didn't like that at all with the rotary wheel. That really hurt my thumbs. So anyway, alright. So now we have these, and they're in a backwards order from the way I had them. Not that that matters, but I want to find the cover one. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to figure out which ones we want on the signatures. So I want that to be a cover of a signature. I think I want it this way. And I want that to be a cover. Well, that could be a center, couldn't it? Let's do that one. What's on the back of this one? I haven't thought this out too far, as you can tell. Okay, this is the one I want on the first signature, and I think I'm going to use this for the cover as well when we get around to it. So this is a fun journal. You have these double-sided images, and you could just coffee dye the back or print it on tan paper or print something darker on there. I think I want that for... Alright, let's go back through these. I'm going to use that one. And I guess I'll go ahead and use that one. Alright. And then these, it really doesn't matter. So these are going to be, I'm going to use 2 of these double-sided for each signature. Oh, why do I have 4? I don't need 4, I need 3. 3 signatures. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, and then middles, I don't necessarily need anything specific because I like that though. We're going to add a bunch of stuff to this. Ooh, I like that too. And don't want to do the document for that, but let's use this one. Okay, and we'll put this one. This kind of feels like it. Okay, the images go every which way, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so that's going to be our centers. So now let me bring the folder board back. Okay, so I want this for the first signature, and I want this for the middle. making sure that it doesn't really matter, I guess, because I can always turn it around. So that's going to be the center. Alright. This one for my second signature. Now how do I want this? Do I want this like this, or do I want this like this? I think I like it like that. Okay, that's the second signature, and then this will be the center of that one. Okay, and then this will be our, no, what happened? This is the third. Ooh, that's pretty too. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like this. We'll use that on the inside. This one's busy. I just printed them random. I don't know why my printer does this, but if I select 10 images double-sided, it will totally randomize them. And I must be an HP thing, because all of my HP printers have done that. All my old printers used to print everything in order, and I think I could probably set it to collate, and it would do it. But all right, this one's going to be my center. I want to make sure that the handwriting is the right way about. So I hope everyone is well and healthy and having good weather. We are finally having good weather. My potatoes are about a foot high. I'm excited. First time I've grown anything decent in a long time, and I do have some slugs out there, which is not making me happy, but whatever. All right, so I know I want that one in the front. I think I want to put this one second. All right, let's do that one. All right, so that's my 3 signatures. Now, the next thing we're going to do is pull some fun papers. Okay, so I'm not gonna use necessarily all of these, but I'm gonna do a couple of these just to make sure I have enough. Some tracing paper. Actually, I'm only doing 3 signatures, so I don't think I need 2 of each. I'm just gonna, because some of these are gonna be full sheets. Well, I'm going to keep it out just in case. Who knows what I'll do. I may change my mind, and that way I don't have to get it back out. Oops, that time I got 2. Alright. And let's see, we've got some graph paper here. I'm going to see about pulling the graph paper out of the back. Oh, I see. It's stapled. I need to probably take those staples out, because the perforations are under. There it is. And it seems like I rip these out all the time. Okay, guys. I want to mention something, and I think I did a video, but I don't remember, because I did a bunch of haul videos and they disappeared. I bought these little knitting needle tips, which work great, but if you bump into the bottle, now see, it's not going to do it. I can actually hold the bottle with it, but if you bump into it like I just did with this cardboard, the tip comes off, and if you're not paying attention, they have other ones that come down a little bit further that are like silicone, I think, hands. These are kind of a harder rubber, but they look cute, and they're pink. Well, they won't be pink for long because they're getting ink stained, but let's see if I can. There we go. One. This is graph on one side, lined on the other, so that'll work. All right. Now, what else do I want? I've got some packing paper that I just got today in an order. So let's take, I didn't really want to rip it. Let's flip it, because I love the wrinkles, but I want a whole sheet. So this is a half. You know what? It's not, okay, I have never had this shipping paper before, so apparently it's folded but not perforated. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Sorry for the noise. Just tear a bunch of this off. got that. Let me see what else I want to grab. I'll be right back. This, I think I'm going to use on this maybe somehow for the cover. It's got this beautiful crochet and tassels on both sides, and this grungy linen fabric. So I pulled that out, and I pulled out this handkerchief that was my husband's grandmother's because it has the pink flowers on it, and I thought that might be fun to add to a page. And this is an old linen cloth that I had, tablecloth that I had, that I have tons and tons of lace, and I left my lace up there. That's too much to pull out. But another paper that I have is this coffee dyeing. This is parchment sheets that I buy. They're baking sheets, and actually I think this one was on a roll. Some of them I buy parchment sheets. Yeah, these are on roll. But I use them for baking to keep my cookie sheets from getting, and they're getting that way anyway. Use makes them that way, but yeah, I use these for coffee dyeing, and it really gets grungy and cool, and the wrinkles, when it gets wrinkled, they take on more. I mean, look at the designs you get. So pull out some of that. I've got some doilies. You know, I bought some oval doilies like this big, and I cannot find them. So we're going to use those. Let's see, I've got some sheet music here, and I think we're going to call this journal Maria. Only I don't think Yellow Submarine goes with it. What's on the back of Maria? Papa from the Colombian Pictures, Oliver. Okay, consider yourself. Okay, that's a good one. That's also from Oliver. Penny Lane. Wow. Lullaby of Birdland. That sounds good, because I think there's a bird in here, and if there's not, well, let's see what else I got. Oh, I used to play this on the piano all the time. The Little Help from My Friends. Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's see. Let's do this one. It's a Tchaikovsky, and I love Tchaikovsky. Okay, and Rachmaninoff. Okay, ever since I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I was fascinated with Rachmaninoff. Okay, so like I said, I have pulled out way more than I will use. This one's a different size, so let's pull out both of them. I can use two different sizes, and we'll go from there. So some of these will have to be trimmed down to meet the size. So these are 8.5 by 11, which fold to 5.5 by 8.5. So the cover will be 9 by 6. I'm going to set these aside just for a minute. I want to first cut a piece of burlap, because I saw her do this and I thought, why have I not done this before? This is fabulous. So where's my big Tim Holtz scissors? I'm going to cut a piece, and this is a burlap table runner that I bought for like $6, and it has a ton of burlap, but the only other burlap that I really have that I use quite a bit are the little rolls. I use those a lot. So this is going to go in a page, so I'm going to cut. You know what I heard? This has sewing on the edge, so I'm going to go down this side. And then if you take out a piece, it kind of gives you, oh, nope, got to go in. If you go along in between the rows, you can have somewhat of a straight line. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going, and this has a big enough weave that you can see that. Oh, and when I got to the end, I lost that. Okay, so I'm going to cut that piece off. But what I've seen done is where you can come in here and take out one of these strings. Let's see if it works. No, not gonna do it. It's too tight, so I'm gonna cut it off. But you can pull off the string from one of the I don't know, what are they called, wefts or wafts, or anyway, then it'll give you a straight line to cut. That's a little bit easier, but I can see this one okay. And then I can pull off a few like such. And give myself a little fringe. I could even save that trim if I had a mind to. Oh, I went off on this side, so I'm gonna have to trim that down, but that's okay. I think I need to go eat something. I'm a little shaky this morning. I had my coffee, but I haven't had my breakfast. Because I got too excited about doing this journal I saw her making, and I wanted to get started on it right away. I'm going to come in a little bit more than usual. And sometimes you can follow it because you can see that the fiber is a little thicker maybe than another one. And there we go. That looks good. This looks good. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use that for a page. And I'm probably going to, oh, look at all the fiber left on there. I'm going to try to, I mean, I am burlapping daily bread, so I usually put a little piece of daily bread in my journals, and a verse card or something, and so why not burlap? So that'll be one page. So I think that'll probably go in the center signature. And let's see, I'm gonna fold this. Now, she said just play. So I'm just gonna play. I have done this one before and made these little pockets, and they're fun. So I'm just gonna make a few things, and if I don't want to use them on this journal, I will have them for another journal. But this gives a little stability. You could leave it as a tuck. This probably could be left as a tuck, and then this glued down to make a pocket, and that will go in the signature. So that's something. For this, I would like it to be this direction, vertical, and then I'm going to cut it to 8.5. I gotta free up some room over here on the side. Been working on a few different projects. So, you know, when you're working on a few different projects, your desk kind of closes in on you. Alright, so let's go to 8.5. Cut that off. See, it does better with the thicker papers. I don't have any problem with cardstock. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to set this aside for now. And we will fold this one. I don't want every paper to be special because I can change this. I've got both of them folded in there. Didn't realize that. Okay. Like I said, I probably only need 9 things, so save that. Can be tucked in a pocket. Let's see, I kind of like the torn edge at the top, and I like the lines on the front. Don't know why, I just do. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, don't necessarily need that. Let's do the Maria one. And we'll get another one if we need to. Okay, well, let's see. That needs to be trimmed down. I hope that doesn't take the tile off. I need 5.5, so let's see. Have to do it on this side. That's going to take off about 3/8. So about, okay, let's line it up here. That way I know I have Maria intact. There we go. Okay, so that comes out at, perfect. Okay. Alright, and as far as the height, it's almost 9, so it's ripped on that side. Let's rip it on this side. I like to go front and back. If you tear backwards away from you, you don't get the pulp. If you pull forward, you get more of the pulp edge showing. So let's see how tall that is now. Yeah, perfect. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do a doily, 7. I have a whole pile of stuff to put away. All right, now how are we going to do this? I think I'm just going to leave this folded and kind of come along the bottom and trim it straight. So, because I already have this edge, right? So let me get a straight edge for up here, because it's cut way crooked or folded crooked, and I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so let's just get this edge straight, and hey, it's cutting. What do you know? Not keeping that, sorry. All right, let's turn it this way now. I've got that straight edge. That's something to go on for 5.5. Okay, I will keep this. I just can't keep any more teeny tiny pieces. There are just too many of them. All right, let's do 8.5. Okay. There we go. And doesn't that look cool? Still got coffee and tea leaves in it, but all right. So we have that and this. And I think with this, I'll probably do a similar kind of thing. That's folded right there, but maybe I'll fold it over this way and give me a double piece, because that could be a pocket of some sort. So let's do this at 5.5 this way instead of 8.5, and we'll decide what we want to do with it later. And yeah, because I might want to fold this in, make a pocket. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I may even decide that I want to tear these pages on this one, because that's the only one with torn pages. So I think I am. I'm just going to go very close to the edge. And I saw somebody the other day trying to tear paper, and they were like, how come it won't go straight like other people? Okay, well, there is a grain to paper, and when you are tearing along this edge like I am, this is not the grain. The grain of this paper goes this way. So when I turn it, you'll see that this side should tear much easier. See? That's the difference in why your paper tears sometime and doesn't tear other times. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces. I don't know if I'll use both of them or not, but I'm going to hang on to them. Okay. Alrighty, so get my signatures back out wherever I did with them. Okay, so I decided this is first, this is second, this is third. How much time do I have? I got 13 minutes still. All right. So I want to kind of divide up what's white. All right. So I think I'm going to put this one here, and I may still come in another 1/16 of an inch because I've got plenty of room on the bottom. I probably should have folded it shorter and trimmed off the bottom because I didn't realize I had that big old area, but we'll figure that out later. So then I have this one white, and this one's white. Okay, so now let's do texture, 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 and then we'll put this doily in the middle. And I'm not sure what we want to do with these. We may change our mind. I don't want the tissue there because I've got some, so let's do it that way. All right, so we're just going to play with this for a minute. I'm going to take the center out, and I'm going to decide how I want this to look. And I may want to put this one on the outside. That, like that. But I don't like that these are lined up the same. I want this to come in. So I'm going to cut this one down a little bit. And that's just, like I said, it's personal preference. All of journal making, I saw somebody post not too long ago, what are the rules? There are no rules. Someone say, you can only use junk. Well, if that's how you want to make a junk journal, only use junk. That's your personal preference. If, however you like the digitals, which I love, as you well know, use digitals. Use both. Use a hybrid. Yeah, see, isn't that much more interesting when it has the layers? And we're going to add things to these, so it's not going to be set in stone that way. I may come back and trim these down a little bit. We'll see. It might not be necessary by the time all is said and done. So anyway, yeah, what is it Tim says? You do you, and let everybody else worry about themselves. I kind of like just the way this is in the order that it is. I have seen Francesca, is it Francesca or Francisca? Francesca, I think. In this journal that I'm doing right now, she used I think she said a pop bottle, and she embossed it for the back page. Very cool. Okay, so see, you can't see the other layer on this one, and that kind of bugs me. So I might fold this one this way. Oh, let me get this out of the way for a second. I might fold this up now that I've taken out all of the straight lines. If I fold it like that and then fold this back, I can still see Maria. Okay, so I'm going to fold that on the on this fold that I just made. I'll line that up with that. I know it's hard to see on this white, and this paper's really thick too. I'm having a hard time getting it lined up. So okay, like such. Now I can still see Maria, and I can trim off one of these bars and make that, let's see, do I want it that short? I think I don't. I think I'm just going to take off about 1/2 inch. And so see, that'll give us a little, we'll glue that piece down, and it'll give us another little pocket. And it will have much more interest when I layer it with this. And we can either make it its own pocket, or we could attach it to this, or we can attach something else to it. Okay, and then we're going to have the burlap, which is going to have something on it. I think I want to take off maybe an inch. So let's see if we can pull that thread again. You get a hold of that one thread, there you go, and you pull it. It'd be great if this works. Okay, so now can you see that there's a perfect line for cutting? Convenient. My friend Shelly taught me that. She's the one probably got me started with burlap, because the first thing I think I ever made was a burlap cross with some old fence boards. There we go. I like that better, and I'll keep this. We can use this as an accent somewhere else. Okay. In the journal. It can be in more than one place. All right. So now we're going to refold this, and it should be still wider than the doily. Okay, like that, and like that. And I may flip this around. I don't know. We may come back and revisit this. This is not, until it's sewn in, this is not written in stone. So, all right, let's do that last signature. So I do like the paper, the tissue over the centerpiece, and I've already told you I like the torn paper up there, and I think I'm just going to use this one, and I may, let's see, how could we make this into a, maybe I'll use this piece and make some kind of a corner pocket with it. Just for, I don't know, I kind of feel like it needs to be shorter still, like staggered. So let's do that. But let's fold it because this is against the grain. Oh, okay. Let's see. Bigger on the bottom. Yeah, that way you can see the paper around. I like that better. Okay. All right, so that's our third signature. Yay. Okay, now we're going to do, I guess I should check for time. Yeah, I only have 6 minutes, and I think I did 9 minutes on the other side. So I'm going to call that done for this video, clean up my mess, and then we're going to make some other kind of little building pieces with some of our other papers from the kit that'll have kind of like maybe some pullouts and pockets and such. So I'll see you next time. Bye now.